Welcome to the world of the Ouija board, a seemingly innocent game that has captivated and terrified people for generations. Originating in the 19th century, this mystical board has roots steeped in spiritualism, where it was believed to serve as a conduit between the living and the dead. The Ouija board, with its alphabet and numbers, invites participants to ask questions and receive answers from the other side, creating an atmosphere of suspense and intrigue. As we delve into its eerie history, we uncover tales of haunted gatherings and chilling encounters that have left many questioning the boundaries between our world and the supernatural. The cultural significance of the Ouija board extends beyond mere entertainment. It has been a subject of fascination in literature, film, and folklore, often portrayed as a gateway to dark forces. In this video, we will explore spine-tingling stories of those who dared to use the Ouija board, only to find themselves entangled in unsettling experiences. From whispered secrets to inexplicable phenomena, these chilling accounts will keep you on the edge of your seat. So, grab your popcorn and dim the lights as we embark on a journey into the unknown, where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs, and the Ouija board reveals its haunting mysteries. Are you ready to uncover the truth? Picture this: a dark, abandoned house standing at the edge of a secluded forest, its weathered facade cloaked in shadows. The moonlight filters through the gnarled branches, casting eerie patterns on the ground. As you step closer, the creaking floorboards and the musty scent of decay fill the air, heightening your senses. Dust motes dance in the faint light, and the chilling breeze whispers secrets of the past, making the hairs on the back of your neck stand on end. Inside, the atmosphere is thick with tension. Cobwebs drape from the corners, and the remnants of forgotten furniture loom like specters in the darkness. This is the perfect setting for a Ouija board session, where the veil between worlds feels tantalizingly thin. Gathered around a rickety table are four friends: Sarah, the skeptic, who rolls her eyes at the thought of spirits; Jake, the thrill-seeker, eager for a rush; Emily, the sensitive one, who feels an unexplainable connection to the supernatural; and Tom, the self-proclaimed medium, who claims to have communicated with spirits before. Each character brings their own energy to the table, setting the stage for an unforgettable night. As they place their fingers on the planchette, the air grows heavy with anticipation. What secrets will the Ouija board reveal in this haunted setting? The night is just beginning, and the darkness holds its breath, waiting for the first question to be asked. The gathering, as the four friends settle around the table, each brings a unique motivation for wanting to use the Ouija board. Sarah, the skeptic, has always dismissed tales of the supernatural as mere folklore. Raised in a practical household, she views the session as a chance to debunk myths and prove that there's nothing to fear. Her bravado masks a flicker of unease, a nagging feeling that perhaps she's stepping into territory better left unexplored. Jake, the thrill-seeker, is drawn to the excitement of the unknown. He thrives on adrenaline and sees this as an opportunity to push boundaries. For him, the Ouija board is just another adventure, a way to impress his friends and capture the perfect story to share later. Yet, beneath his bravado lies a hint of apprehension. He can't shake the feeling that they might awaken something they can't control. Emily, the sensitive one, has always felt a connection to the spiritual realm. She believes that communicating with spirits could provide closure for her family, who lost a loved one recently. Her heart races with both hope and fear, as she wonders if she might actually connect with the other side. Tom, the self-proclaimed medium, is eager to showcase his abilities. He's convinced that he can guide the group through the session, but his confidence is tinged with anxiety. As they prepare, the tension in the room thickens, and the flickering candlelight casts long shadows, amplifying their fears and uncertainties. Each character's motivation intertwines, setting the stage for a night that could change everything. With a collective breath, the friends place their fingers lightly on the planchette, a palpable tension hanging in the air. Sarah feels a mix of skepticism and curiosity, her heart racing as she tries to maintain her composure. Jake, ever the thrill-seeker, can hardly contain his excitement, his pulse quickening at the thought of what might happen next. Emily, on the other hand, is filled with a sense of reverence, her intuition telling her that they are on the brink of something significant. Tom, the self-proclaimed medium, closes his eyes for a moment, centering himself as he prepares to channel whatever energies may be present. As they begin to ask their first questions, "Is anyone here with us?" the planchette remains still for a moment, almost mocking their anticipation. Then, suddenly, it shifts ever so slightly, sending a jolt of electricity through the group. Gasps escape their lips as they exchange nervous glances. "Did you see that?" Jake whispers, his bravado faltering. The atmosphere thickens, and the air feels charged with an unseen force. They ask another question, "What is your name?" The planchette glides across the board, spelling out a name that sends chills down their spines. Just then, a loud creak echoes through the house, causing them all to jump. Shadows seem to flicker at the edges of their vision, and the temperature drops, wrapping them in an unsettling chill. The initial thrill of the session morphs into a gripping suspense, as they realize they may have awakened something far beyond their understanding. As the session progresses, the atmosphere shifts from curiosity to dread. The planchette begins to move more erratically, spelling out cryptic messages that send shivers down their spines. "Leave now," it spells, the letters dragging across the board with an unsettling urgency. Sarah's skepticism crumbles as she feels an icy grip of fear tighten around her heart. "This isn't funny anymore," she mutters, her voice barely above a whisper. Jake, who had been reveling in the thrill, now feels a knot of anxiety forming in his stomach. "What does it mean?" he asks, glancing nervously at the dark corners of the room. Emily, her face pale, suggests they ask about the spirit's intentions. As they do, the planchette jerks violently, spelling out danger. A sudden gust of wind rattles the windows, and the candles flicker ominously, casting dancing shadows that seem to reach for them. Tom, who had been guiding the session, suddenly feels a cold breath on his neck, sending him into a panic. "We need to stop," he shouts, but the board seems to have a mind of its own. The lights flicker, and a low, guttural whisper fills the room, echoing their fears. Paranoia grips the group as they exchange frantic glances, each one questioning whether they've unleashed something they can't control. The walls seem to close in, and the once inviting space transforms into a claustrophobic nightmare, leaving them trapped in a web of terror they never anticipated. In the aftermath of the harrowing Ouija board session, the friends find themselves irrevocably changed. Sarah, once the skeptic, is now haunted by the chilling messages they received. She can't shake the feeling of being watched, and shadows seem to linger longer than they should. Every creak of the floorboards sends her heart racing, and she struggles to sleep, plagued by nightmares of dark figures whispering her name. Jake, who had sought thrill, is now consumed by paranoia. He jumps at every sound, convinced that something has followed him home. The excitement he once felt has morphed into a gnawing dread, and he finds himself avoiding dark places, fearing the unknown. The thrill of the experience has turned into a suffocating weight on his chest. Emily, the sensitive one, feels an overwhelming heaviness in her heart. She senses a presence that seems to cling to her, whispering secrets she cannot understand. Her once vibrant spirit is dimmed, and she becomes withdrawn, unable to shake the feeling that they've opened a door that should have remained closed. Tom, the self-proclaimed medium, is plagued by guilt. He believes he may have inadvertently invited something sinister into their lives. Strange occurrences begin to unfold, objects moving on their own, cold spots in the air, and whispers echoing in the silence. The group realizes with growing horror that the board may have unleashed something far more malevolent than they ever anticipated, leaving them trapped in a nightmare that refuses to let go. Desperate to reclaim their lives, the friends gather once more in the dimly lit room where it all began. The air is thick with tension, and a sense of urgency hangs over them. They know they must attempt to close the session and banish the spirits they inadvertently invited in. Tom, feeling the weight of responsibility, takes the lead, suggesting they perform a cleansing ritual. With trembling hands, they light sage and begin to chant words of protection, hoping to create a barrier against the dark forces that seem to linger. As they move around the room, the atmosphere shifts. The shadows appear to writhe and pulse, as if resisting their efforts. Emily, feeling the weight of the presence, suddenly gasps, claiming she can see a figure in the corner, watching them with malevolent intent. Panic sets in, and they quicken their pace, their voices rising in desperation. Just as they finish the ritual, a deafening crash echoes through the house, sending them all into a frenzy. The lights flicker violently, and for a moment, it feels as if the very walls are closing in on them. But then silence falls. The oppressive weight lifts slightly, and they breathe a collective sigh of relief, believing they have succeeded. Yet, as they leave the house, a lingering sense of unease settles over them. Each friend feels a chill run down their spine, as if the darkness has merely retreated, waiting for the right moment to strike again. They part ways, haunted by the knowledge that some doors, once opened, can never truly be closed. In this chilling tale of the Ouija board, we explored the dangers of dabbling with the unknown and the supernatural. What began as a seemingly innocent gathering among friends quickly spiraled into a nightmare, revealing the terrifying consequences of inviting spirits into their lives. The characters' experiences serve as a stark reminder that some mysteries are best left unexplored, and the veil between our world and the next can be perilously thin. As you reflect on this story, consider your own beliefs about Ouija boards. Are they merely a game, or do they hold the potential to connect us with forces beyond our understanding? The unsettling events faced by our characters may leave you questioning the boundaries of reality and the risks involved in seeking answers from the other side. If you enjoyed this spine-tingling journey into the supernatural, we invite you to subscribe to our channel for more chilling content. Don't forget to like and share this video with friends who dare to explore the darker side of the unknown. Together, let's uncover more stories that send shivers down our spines and keep us awake at night. Remember, the next time you think about using a Ouija board, you might want to think twice, because some doors once opened can never truly be closed. Thank you for watching and stay curious but cautious.